Monitors home vehicles, which are funded by El Paso taxpayer dollars.
Lots of conversations being had now. The city is working on coming up with a new policy that tracks the use of those take-home cars.
And ABC 7's Lauren Bly joins us live with extra depth. Lauren.
Paul, Marcel, I read the audit. It states the city has a fleet of vehicles that are assigned to different departments. The heads of the departments then decide who gets a take-home car. But now the city is going to put together a plan to track usage.
Policies and procedures are really important.
Josh Acevedo is a city rep, but also the chair of the Financial Oversight Committee, also known as FOAC. He says it's time for a streamlined policy.
It's good for efficient government, and so I think that it was an oversight, and now it's being corrected.
Acevedo told ABC 7 he's not too sure what prompted this audit, but he said he assumes it's because FOAC members thought it was important.
And once they determined that it was at a high risk or a high level of risk, they decided that they would put it in the plan.
The audit says there's a, quote, existing but undocumented process for take-home cars. Also spoke to Laura Cruz Acosta, the spokeswoman for the city of El Paso.
But the city had no part in monitoring.
It had no written policy of the city's wide process. So at any point in time, the city staff can be involved and have oversight. The city manager has oversight over all operations. There was no formal policy citywide.
ABC 7 contacted the city's former chief internal auditor, Edmundo Calderon. He worked on the audit before he retired. We asked him if there was a list of which departments have take-home cars and how many city employees have take-home cars. He said, quote, there is no centralized location in city government to monitor these take-home cars. They are all handled by individual departments. Some departments are better than others in maintaining their list of take-homes, the maintenance of those vehicles, and who is assigned those vehicles, end quote. We asked Cruz Acosta the same questions. She said in part, quote,
you'd have to submit an open records request for that because I don't have that.
And when we asked how much this take-home car program is costing the taxpayer, she said,
open records request.
Now, just a couple hours after that interview, Cruz Acosta sent ABC 7 an email with a bit more information, such as the fire department, police department, and streets and maintenance use take-home cars the most. But she said for a total number of cars that are used citywide, we'd have to submit an open records request. Now, according to Acevedo, the citywide policy should be ready on Saturday, November 15th. He didn't have information on what exactly the policy will include, but the city's Human Resources Department says the policy will outline the rules and regulations regarding the assignment, use, and accountability of city vehicles. Reporting live in studio, Lauren Bly, ABC 7.